The Owls have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture at Colorado State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster.
Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Rams just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back. There he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Up to 45 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine, you bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive game.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped it.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
Here we go.
They'll run play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Bring in the heat. just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He's up to 47 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. They go to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carry-On. Makes the grab. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. 7. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's it, fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Buys a little time. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game status. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He wants to change this route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. QB draw. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. And comes up with a massive play right there.
On the ground, it's Shields. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
This time they'll go to the running game. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's carry on. The throw. Finds a man on the left. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll go to the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Third and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the first down.
The Rams are rolling down the field. He leaves it with the back. He's now got 78 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Past the first down marker and still running. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. The running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Rams with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rams in the hurry-up. They'll try to get outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Turbin. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Wants to throw. It's carry on. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's a mid stride inside the 10. Touchdown Rams. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. If they hadn't gotten him there, he might still be running. He's down at the 47.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime.
Trick 9B. We got 3.
Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
21. Florida Atlantic. 7.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
They'll go to the air on second and short. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
To the ground with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Rams come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go right back to it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And the Rams trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by 4 over Eastern Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Shields. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Shields. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to it. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Coming up, 4th down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Using the quick game. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's carry on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Owls! And the comeback is on. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. See what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Rams come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
2nd down coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. They have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looking to throw. It's carry on. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Rams are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Rams getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man. It's carry on. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Rams have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Rams kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Ready, set.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Let's go.
The give to the lone running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's carry on. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The official says no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Riggs. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires left. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Looking to scramble. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Turbin. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's caught. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.